Has,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, girl. Has,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, girl. This is a TL show, by the way, you guys.
It is.
I'm dead that you still having that boy as your picture.
I'm gonna keep it because this just feel like a signature thing. Because I was really like joking with it, and I was like, you know what? It's there. Let me keep it. I don't have no business of changing it anytime soon.
You might one of these days you might be like, you know what, this is it.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm be like Rihanna, like bad girl. You see how she still keep that picture on there, the same.
Oh yeah,
She never changed it.
she hasn't changed it in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
She like this what y'all gonna get. But
Wig.
you guys, today is interesting because this
Mm-hmm.
I think we've talked about this show on the podcast actually. I think
We
we have.
have.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we had,
Um
especially with that situation that happened last year.
oh yeah. And then we talk about it periodically afterwards because it was a lot. That was a stressful season
It
for,
was, and
for the viewers
yeah,
and probably for the cast as well, but mostly for us as the viewers.
yeah, it was so many scenarios with that, and definitely of who was at fault. Definitely to the point of street code and the politically correct thing to do,
Hmm.
as well the Christian thing to do. So it was a lot because a lot of people, going back and forth and saying like, okay, was it really a fight? Because if you're from the hood, you're like, oh, that was a little scuffle. That wasn't really no fight. And some like,
Yeah.
oh no, that was a real fight. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. So so it was a lot of that going on. So it was like a lot of people was torn, and I definitely felt like it made the season bigger or whatever case. I mean,
It
definitely got them that
did.
top slot too.
And they deserved it because that season was fantastic. Yes,
It
don't get me wrong, it was stressful, but it was a fantastic season.
It was. I would say the build up was definitely great. I think the point is the aftermath afterwards was kind of just
Mhm.
okay. Are we still talking about this fight? Like, let this shit go. We ain't got nothing else to go on. Let's
Right.
talk about Robin
And
tax shit because that
I
should have been a
also want to
topic.
point this out connected with that. I don't like how they were building on, oh, the fight's going to happen. It's going to be a fight, you guys. But then y'all want to sit here and go, yeah, we don't encourage violence on this channel. And it's like,
Hmm.
so which is true because y'all was advertising that fight.
Yeah,
That
fight
was
was everywhere.
promotion. Y'all was promoting that fight from episode one.
But it's funny how they did the fight, but they didn't even do the Giselle breakdown.
They didn't, even though Giselle told us that that happened.
I'm
But
still
okay,
upset
girl.
about not having that, but okay.
Hmm. But anyways, guys, we're not trying to talk about that anymore.
Yes,
New
because it's
season,
the
new
first.
what?
No, because a lot of people who are reviewing the show, they're like, we don't want to talk about that because that was like such a headache.
I saw
But,
Color Me Pink cuss them out.
huh?
Color Me Pink, she cussed them out.
She goes, who? I Color Me Pink. I love Color Me Pink. She's really funny.
Man, she was like, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Don't be in my inbox telling me nothing. 'Cause I'm not arguing about nothing. I said what I said. My opinion is my opinion. Y'all not gonna be having me arguing about my opinion on this season. Oh yeah, the first girls out.
Yeah, no one want to revisit that. That was like a hard
Yeah,
time
everybody
for
said
us.
that a lot of the reviews I've seen so far were like, I don't even know if I want to review it this year because of how the fans really was doing what they were doing last year.
Yeah, because everybody was divided with this situation. It was really really bad. It really was because let's be clear because Monique is a fan favorite. And I
Hmm.
think the point is when your fan favorite does come out and do something that is, not all the way right, you are going to
Yeah.
defend them to the T, but you still need to hold them to the cross. But a lot of people, when they're fans, they're not going to see that part. And, I've seen that part. Let's be very clear. I have. I think my point is I understand the emotional realm of it at the end of the day. I do. I see that part. But I can see how shit can get real, real quick if you get in somebody's face as well. That, it's no rules to certain people. They're like, okay now.
Leave it be. So yeah, it
All
was
right.
because I remember it was a lot. I remember we even had our disagreements in certain moments,
Yeah,
but
we
we
had so many debates about this. Very a
yeah
lot.
we kept going back and forth on our opinions and thoughts and stuff like that because it was like different ways of seeing certain.
Yes.
And then yeah, this is right. Yeah, this was wrong. We both agreed that Monique was wrong for continually harping at Candace when Giselle was right there, deserved. We both agreed that the fight happened because they both was doing too much.
Yes. Definitely agree.
It's like a lot of
Um
different kept, egging that
but
situation.
And on top of that, a lot of stuff was sprinkled out of what really happened for this buildup. So we didn't even get the full story because Monique couldn't do no press at all. Or they really couldn't even talk too much about the fight until after everything aired, and we had to wait for the reunion. So it was like this whole season was built on this fight, and it's like we were fussing and arguing about the whole situation through the whole process of this show and the aftermath and after when the show all the which come uh happened
When it ended.
aired, they
Yeah.
had to do their interviews to Monique wanted to clear her name on a lot of things because Monique left the show because then we went from that to the point that at the end of the day we was like we don't want to lose Monique as a cast member at the end of the day. So it was so much going on last year with that, it was too much and it came overwhelming. And quite
It
frankly, it
really
was
was.
tiring. It was tiring, but it's like we love the show. So when you love a show, you're really gonna go down for it or whatever. But it was very stressful. We don't want to deal with that again. We don't want to deal with that again. At the end of
At
the day,
all.
you know,
At all.
it's just like what it felt like. Somebody from the hood got into a fight with a person from the suburbs. That's what it really felt like. Because if you really in the hood, you'll be like, girl, that's 101. Don't put your hand up. If you
Right.
from the suburbs, I can't believe this is happening. It's kind of on that level or whatever. A hood chick fought a person from the suburbs. That's what it was. And
Yeah.
that's what it was.
And it's
Because the
just
way
like
that
it
girl
was
mouth
just too much.
is, you got too much mouth to not know how to fight. And the funny thing, someone brought it up, and I don't know if I brought it up on the show. Well, when you win, she was like, as a mouth as I'm surprised I haven't got beat up yet because I know people can whoop my ass.
And they tried.
Yeah, they did
They have
try.
tried.
So,
Because I remember they was talking about Total. Total
yeah,
was what was right there ready.
mm-hmm. You're ready to whoop her ass. So my point is, you got to watch your mouth. At the end of the day, people don't tolerate disrespect like that, especially like young people or whatever case. Even though this girl's in their 30s, but they at that point or whatever case may be. And like I said, we went through so many different scenarios with the friend, what happened at the party. It was like we had to put all these pieces together because, like I said, when we started the season watching it, we was because, like I said, we was like, oh, now everybody was Team Monique because we like this bitch must have did something or threw something in her face for her to hit her.
Right.
Which later down the line she did threw something in her face, but it was already a scuffle before that. But the build up was really hard to watch with
It's
Monique
such a
because
your Monique fan because it's like Monique, you doing too much to Candace. Candace hasn't Candace continuously tried to back away from a situation and de-escalate the situation. And it's like to see your favorite be like, no, let's do this. And it's just like Monique, let's calm it. Let's I know that that's your friend and I get your anger towards her, but let's just call the truth the truth. Giselle's the one who really deserved that.
she did. She deserved every last part of it. She really did. And
Giselle
I
is the
think,
one that was trying to spread the rumor that your son was not your husband's son, that that was an affair. That's
mm,
Giselle. And she took that from Charisse. So Charisse also deserved it.
yeah, even to the point when you set it up there, when Giselle was trying to set the whole conversation up at Ashley's baby shower, when she had to tell Giselle just leave it alone or whatever case may be. And, you know, I'm just saying. And
Yeah.
it just, and like I said, yes, she shouldn't have gave that to Candace or whatever. But I can see her point where she was upset with Candace because like you supposed to be my friend and this bitch just backstabbed me and you're right along with her. For as
Yeah.
I know, for as the data that I'm getting from, it seems like you are with this bitch, and it's like I'm kind of like more upset with you because I know this bitch was my friend because the bitch didn't like me from the get game, good game, you know.
Yeah.
Yo ass, girl, yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, if you was my friend and I felt like you was betraying me over a person that I know don't like me, yeah, bitch, I'll be more angry with you. Because bitch, you supposed to be my friend. And bitch, you behind my back and it's like I'm quite sure she told this girl secrets and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like you've been in
I
my
can agree with that.
home, you've been around me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be more angry with you because I'm like, bitch, you plotting against me. And yeah, I
But
have an issue with that. But
I
I would
think
still
my
want to get
issue
that
with
bitch.
that, I think my issue with that is also like, tell us. Because the way it came across, it just looks like you're angry at Candace for no reason.
But you
And you're
gotta
trying to
understand
come
the
after Candace
editing
for no reason.
in that you gotta understand what a lot of these reality shows the editing can be a tricky situation a way they
True.
want to push it and like make it look because the way they really pushed it as if this girl was just going crazy and just wanted to fight her for no reason. That's the way it was showing until we got the full story. I'm just saying the editing has a lot to do with it, so we have to put that on. Even to the point with the situation where they was trying to air just a little bit of them talking about Monique's son not being Chris's or whatever case may be. You know, I'm just saying it's like they did it a certain way. So I feel like maybe it was conversations that was had on the show, but they just never aired it because they wanted to make Monique look like the villain. Because every if you watch any reality show, they have to have a villain. And in this situation, they made Monique the villain at the end of the day. I
I
mean, she
mean,
didn't do something
can
terrible,
I ask you a
but the
question?
true villain behind the scenes was Giselle.
Can I
But
ask you
they
a
wouldn't do
question?
that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. Why go to all that trouble when you have Giselle right there and you don't really have to put any effort to make Giselle the villain? She just be there and she's the villain. We don't like her automatically off top. Like I think at first, as people when you first start, you kind of like Giselle a little bit because she's like, I'm the home girl, I'm this, and it's like, oh okay, I kind of like this Giselle. She seemed cool. She's not trying to be uppity. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see all of the everything that she is, and then you're like, oh, you're the villain.
She is. And we
She's
all
like,
turned.
I'm everybody's home girl. And you're like, oh, I like her. And then next thing you know, she's trying to stab you in your back. You know, she's
We
that.
all turned on her ass because she
We
was like she was just too much. And like I said, the other people, I think the point is like I said, she should have. I would have got both. I am that bitch. I can multitask. If I feel like you coming from people coming from me in different angles, bitch, I am gonna regroup with you. And I'm gonna
right.
let you know if I do let you slide that door, I will let you know, bitch, I'm letting you slide today, but I got bigger fish to fry. But bitch, you on my
But this
list.
goes back
I
to your
will let
earlier
you
point.
know. Don't
Oh no, keep
ever
going,
get it
keep going.
twisted. I know what you're doing.
Right. But this is something that goes back to your earlier point. If you knew that Giselle and Candace were both doing this, why were you going above and beyond to be friendly and be have camaraderie with Giselle and not give Candace that same what's the word I want? Like you gave Giselle a lot of grace. right? Am
I
I right or
think
am I
her
wrong?
plan was okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking, am I right or am I wrong? Didn't it not feel
I
like she was
feel
giving Giselle a
her
lot of grace?
plan was this is how I feel like her plan, how she wanted to work this plan. I
Mm-hmm.
think the point is she wanted to get in Giselle's good grace because she knew that Giselle would probably gonna spill these beans or whatever case may be. But I think the point is she wanted to get close to her because she wanted to see definitely what Candace was doing as well. She was trying to do it in a way where she was trying to. That's how I feel. I feel like she got close to Giselle for strategic reasons because she
Mm-hmm.
wanted to definitely get at Candace and she wanted to know what this bitch know and how far she was going. Well, she know what she know, but how far she was going willing to go with this. So that's why she had her close. Like, and I think the point is, the more she would have had her close, the more it would have looked bad on Giselle throughout the season if she was to do that. You know, like girl
Ah,
Monique was just saying, let me hear me out. Trying to
no, no, no,
say.
keep going. I'm gonna add something to what you're saying.
So I feel like if her being cool with Giselle, I feel like and Giselle will sit around here and try to spread this rumor what made Giselle look very horrible as a person more than what she because she already is. That's very clear. She really is a
Okay,
down dirty bitch.
that was gonna be my point. Actually, I was gonna be like, can you make Giselle look worse than she already does? Can you? Is that
Can you?
possible?
But I think the point is the way Monique was going to try to play it. That's the way I feel like she's trying to play it. But I think the point is her emotions when she seen Candace, and I think the point is it wasn't really it was Candace, but it wasn't Candace. Let's be very
Yeah.
clear. And I
That's what I
think
was
that
saying. It's
was the point.
misdirected. That's what I was saying. It's misdirected anger. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
Candace
Candace was a
deserves to
part
get
of it.
some of the anger, some of it.
Let's be
But
clear. Candace was a part of it. This is, and I'm not saying Candace was like on board to spread the which, but I think the point is of you being involved, of knowing, and it's
yeah,
taking you so long to relay the message or whatever case may be, and that's how you become involved. So I think that's the only thing she can see because, like I said, throughout that time, Monique was girl. We going through this whole thing, girl.
we really are. It's
What the fuck
we
is she
okay.
talking about
Let's sum it
this
up. Let's sum it up. It was misdirected anger. I get where she was coming from, but it was misdirected.
It
And
really was.
that season was so stressful. It was like, as a Monique stan, even as a person who doesn't really particularly care for Candace, I like Candace, but I don't care for her. But just some of her actions, I was like, in that season, I felt bad for her because it's like, if you're going off just off of what we're seeing on the show, it looks like Monique is the villain to Candace, and Candace had no reason. There was nothing. There was no purpose of you being angry with Candace, and so it's like every Candace has every right to be angry with you,
Mm-hmm.
and it does look that way, and it presents that way, and it's like even with knowing all the information, it still feels like Candace didn't deserve to get fought on. Candace didn't deserve you continuously coming at her and doing this and digging at her. She didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Like when you were sitting here, when you and Giselle and Robin and kind of sort of Ashley too was all piling on Candace to apologize. And it's like, if Candace wants to apologize, she will do that herself. Don't tell a person that they have to apologize to you. And it has nothing to do with you.
Not even you, for another person.
Yeah,
I'm like, girl, shut up.
exactly.
Girl, I ain't sorry.
It when Candace is ready to apologize, and she did, she took her time to do that when she was ready. That's why I guess my mindset is still on that. So that's why I'm like, yeah. But we're rehashing that last season. Listen, we loved it. It was great, but it was also very toxic.
And yeah, we lost one of our favorite cast members of the show.
Yeah, I feel like I miss her on the new season. I still feel like it's a great season. Don't get me wrong; it's an
Mhm.
amazing season so far. So far, but
Yes. Let's get
I will miss
into
her.
it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we just
Because we keep
girl,
talking, we're gonna be still on the witch column. So
right?
yeah, well it did premiere and we enjoyed it.
Yes.
We have
First
listened to
of
other
all,
reviews. They haven't.
if you had to get a rating of what should our rating system be? What should we go with our rating system?
Oh, girl, we also go through 1 through 10.
Yeah,
Should be
but
a
I would
higher.
say out of 10 Funko Pops, I would give it nine Funko Pops.
Yeah,
Nine
me
out of 10.
too.
I think
We
it's
just
really great.
taking the point off because Monique is not there, even though it was by her
Well,
choice.
that and also it's not. It wasn't. It was a strong premiere, but it wasn't the best premiere. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was great though. I loved it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, First of all, I have a very, very, very valid question for you. Are you ready to hear the question?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hey, girl,
Bonjour.
why is Robin still here?
I don't know. Robin doesn't bring anything to the show. She
Well,
really doesn't.
something, and I was like, I mean, I can understand. Doesn't
She
still
did
make it
at
doesn't give
first.
a
It's the
valid
same
reason.
storyline.
No. Somebody was saying something where it was like, we need that kind of cool, level-headed person in the group. That's like everybody's on that one person that's on a two, you know. And I was like, I mean, yeah.
No, not when you friends with a villain. It cancel each other's out. If you're gonna be that neutral person, like Hershey is, or
Mhm.
whatever the case may be, then be that neutral. You can't be fucking friends with the person that is causing the most shit. Sorry, she's a mean girl. She's an undercover mean girl.
She's cool with everybody on the show.
Girl. Now you know how I feel about this bitch. Now I'm not trying to go off on you. Look, I
Girl.
said you can't be a cool level head person, which at the end of the day, in somewhat she is, but she is friends with the person that is the person that starts the most shit, and she defends her and backs her up, and even joins into the kiki kaka. So she's not that level head cool person. She's a secret mean girl.
Mm-mm. I wasn't saying that. I was saying everybody's on 10. Everybody got something going on. And
She
sometimes you need
keeps if
sometimes
her
you need that.
friends
No,
in
no,
some
no.
mess,
Wait,
she keeps the mess
wait.
going.
Hold on. Sometimes you need that lunch break character. Sometimes you need that bathroom break character.
Oh, girl. Well, if you're talking about that, then okay, I guess. But I think it's just a waste of space. I feel
Yeah.
like, girl,
I
like
mean,
you need shit, and you talking about lunch break? It's not. It's more than a lunch break. You are willing to reserve energy by turning her parts off.
true,
That ain't even on. That's like, girl, I'm reserving energy because I don't need this bitch on my screen. It's like,
true.
girl, we are tired of this same storyline. Girl, Juan, when y'all getting married? He didn't propose. Now y'all don't even have a wedding day. I don't know if we saw the ring. You guys can correct me in the comments. We don't know if we seen the engagement ring. Y'all building a house that is basically basic. Y'all could have did better.
Hmm.
Could have went over by Candace and got some pointers. We
Yeah, I
are
mean,
tired of
it's
you and
Robin.
Vaughn
It's
and the
Robin.
boys. They're cute, they're adorable, but we tired of seeing they badasses because at one point I want to come in and give them a timeout. Girl, I am over it. I
No,
am
no, no.
tired of the
But
same.
okay, now don't act like you didn't enjoy when the son was in the football gear and he walked up and he was like, "Oh, I want to hear the mess."
Oh, now that was funny. That was really,
And it
really
was like,
funny.
"What are you doing?" "Oh, I just want to hear what was going on."
If you don't get out of here, and Juan, you already know he really don't want to be on the show that much either. He like, I'm doing her bit, but you know that's bringing in money, so he feel like he at work, so he got to do the job or whatever the case may be. And it seems that the money is rolling in for these girls. As long as they've been on the show, it seems like the money is finally
I mean,
starting up.
we'll talk about that when we get to her. We'll talk about that when we get to her. Go ahead.
Cool.
I was going to talk about Candace.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get on her in a minute.
Yeah.
Um, So it seems like the money is rolling in for the girls. And like I said, Robin is just a waste of space. I feel like, of course for the show. I'm not saying she is a waste of space for the earth. But no, for the show, like I said, she's a secret mean girl. I don't like people that is sneaky and conniving, especially when they do their sneaky and conniving when they, like I said, when they try to play innocent or whatever the case may be. Because it's like when Giselle's not around, you're a whole different person. You're laid back, you cool, you can be
And
down to
that's
earth.
I
But
was
it's like,
gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring that up. I like her better when Giselle's not there.
yeah. But it's like, girl, if you're gonna be a mean girl with her, it's like maybe that's just your true self. Because it shouldn't have to take someone to bring that out of you. Whatever. Because that's when it makes you fake. Because it's like I can be the same person I am when I'm around anyone, or whatever.
Right.
Unless I'm around my boss, and then I act different. Girl, yeah.
Yeah,
How can I
it's a
help
certain.
you?
Well, let's say this. Let's say this. It's certain people you can be your full self with, and certain people you're like, you know what, you're not gonna be ready for the full me. You know, let me take off the tiara. Let me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying she's been around these girls for so long. She can be herself, but it's like, girl, all this messy shit with Giselle. It's like, girl, I can't approve. So you know how I feel about Robin. Robin is disrespectful. She's rude. She's a mean girl, and she follows right behind Giselle. But the fakeness, she is Robin to Giselle's Batman. I am over it. So what you got to say about this bitch?
About Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like she is the every American person, and we all can personally connect with her. And she is every woman. It's all in her. Anything you want done, she does it naturally. That's all I
Girl,
gotta
please.
say.
With Giselle guidance, that girl can't do nothing. Everybody say the same thing. You are up Giselle button. It's like, girl, no, I'm not. I'm like, girl, we all talking about it, girl. Yes, you are. You up the damn girl's ass. Damn. Get out her ass so you can have a moment, girl. We just can't wait for this breakup of a friendship. Now that's when the season to be fucking good. Them bitches really fighting and arguing. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Listen, let me tell you something. Giselle and Robin fighting against each other, an explosive season.
It's
If
gonna be
it
so much
happens, I
flashback
doubt it.
tea.
I doubt it'll happen. Well, let me say this. I feel like I feel like Giselle knows more of Robin's tea than Robin knows of Giselle's tea.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can absolutely 1000% believe that Giselle will expose everything about Robin if Robin tries it.
Maybe we need that.
Yeah. But
Maybe
she
we need
also
that.
knows that Robin fights.
Yeah, she does.
So I don't think she's going to do it because Robin fights.
Can we move on from her?
Wig. All right, you guys, that's our feelings about Robin. I'm not gonna go full on. It's a thing. I have to talk to you about it after the show that I had saw that made me kind of open my eyes about this show in Atlanta that I had to tell you about later. Um, let's go ahead and talk about the new girl. We don't have a lot to go off of on her, so let's get her out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mia.
I'm real shit.
Um,
Girl, wait.
I just want to say the name just for them to know, just in case they haven't seen it. Oh, we didn't even say spoilers, you guys. Sorry, there's spoilers in this episode.
What is going on, girl?
I'm not much. Just, being, oh Lord, that's what's going on.
And I'm being tied hoe as usual because, girl.
Hmm. We
Mm,
really are both of those. We really are both that one, actually.
we really are. Oh Lord, have
We
mercy.
went out drinking this week. I'm going to put the video. Mm, we'll see. I'll put like maybe the audio on YouTube. It'll be a YouTube exclusive, you guys. Um, I had got him some birthday stuff for his birthday. I'll put the audio for that on our YouTube so you can hear it. We were so out of it. We were wasted.
We
We had
were.
to drink, so it's fun. It was funny and fun. I was gonna send it to you, but the file is too large to just send. So I had to figure out a way to send it, but I'll just post it and you can hear it.
Well, usually, what iPhones you can break them up, and send it, but I know your phone don't know how to do that.
Oh no, I can't do that. No.
I
Anyway,
know
girl, as I was saying, thank you.
that phone can't do
So
that.
sorry. I'm so sorry that you thought.
I know the phone can't do that. Just say it, girl.
Or that you thought. If you didn't know already, there's spoilers that are happening. We do apologize if you've just been in this for the amount of time that it started. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But why are you watching this and not looking at the show first? I just well, let me be quiet. Anyways, you guys, the new girl, her name is Mia. Um, how are you feeling about her?
I like her so far. Like I said,
Yeah.
I can't have a full opinion on her. It's just like, when you meet a person for the first time, you really don't know them. Like, girl, they seem cool or whatever. They seem cool. They look cool. I think they're great or whatever the case may be. I can't wait to get to know them more. Cause it's like, girl, you have met a bitch, and then that
Mm-hmm.
bitch turned out to be something else, and girl,
You're like, what was?
the fuck is
Oh
this?
yes.
Damn, bitch. I knew your ass was brought up. That's how Aubrey felt with Pam. Girl, I would have hurt her feelings. Girl, nobody want you. Girl, I just want you to know, I understand, honey, but nobody wants you. You are not my type. Girl, I can do better. Oh no, I don't want to be on no rude. No, I'm just saying, girl, you are not my type. It is never that important. I would have threw that shit right back at her.
Pam,
Girl, it's not.
Pam,
No, what? Because
Pam,
I said you said it was
Pam,
sexual. I was trying to
Pam.
get
Just
with
say
you.
that she made your womanhood quiver.
Yeah, girl, ain't nobody into you like that. You are a waste of time, honey. So you can take that on. Ain't nothing like a bitch trying to tell you that you like them and you like, what? Wait, what?
Right.
When? How?
Pam. Pam said, I never said LGBT. I said
Oh,
SIN.
yeah. I'm putting down the shot. I never said LGBT. I said this girl.
You know what? I don't know what it is about us as queer people. I think we just laugh at certain people that do stuff like this because it's like, girl, what else can we do? We can drag you or we can laugh and make fun of you. Which one would
That
you rather?
is forever funny in
It
my
is.
eyes, Lord. I never said it. I never said. I said SIN.
Or what she said,
Oh,
it's some people, the alphabet people, let God be true quickly. And it's like, girl, what?
oh, Lord have mercy.
That is still funny to me. When she said, let God be true quickly. Ma'am,
I
what is
said
this?
I am. I'm like, all right, girl. Whichever way you want to roll, but I'm not messing with these people. Lord have mercy. But Mia seems cool. I'm glad that she was honest about her plastic surgery. I did not like how Wendy tried to come for her, which is
I
so
didn't either.
rude.
Especially when you're having a party about you getting plastic surgery. How you gonna sit here
Yeah.
and be like, yeah, you look like you got a lot, Wendy? You're having a party about you got getting a boob job. Then we're gonna talk about Wendy when we talk about Wendy because I'm gonna dig into that. But yeah, she's cool. I like she didn't have that math right, so I think she was lying about her age.
Yeah, we don't feel like she's 36. I think she's older than that. I think she
I
could be a
think so
good
too.
41.
Yeah, I don't think she's like I'm not saying we're not saying that she's old looking. We're just saying I don't get 36.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
It's
we're
like,
saying.
girl, something got to be off. Because I'm like, you
Um,
should know. You should know exactly. Let me tell you, if you've been married, I mean, because like I said, I feel like she was married to this man alone. You know the exact difference of
Mm-hmm.
age apart or whatever
Because
kid.
you know it when you first date them. You're gonna know that. You think about that when you first date that person. Like when I
Yeah,
was
you're gonna know
with
that.
the person that was when I was with the person I was with and they was older, I remember the age difference. I remember they were 27 and I was 19 at the time. That's yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And me and my boyfriend, we born in the same year, and he's like 4 months older than me.
Wig.
Well, he is 4 months older than me.
Don't worry, I'm gonna text him after this and let him know that you called him old and decrepit.
Oh well, I tell him that all the time. Like boy, you be trying me. I ain't got time to be arguing with an old man. I guess I'll listen to my elders.
See, this is your problem right here.
But he's older than me. But I know how many. Well, I gotta literally just count the months. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did. But I don't have to count them because me and him the same age or whatever. Because
Yeah.
we're over the same age. But if we were like years apart, I would know the exact amount of years or whatever. So yeah, she was lying about the age, but it was cute. It was cute.
It was, but she was lying. But she caught that shade that Wendy threw at her. You noticed that?
Mm. Oh yeah. Oh honey, I'm honest about all what I do. Mm-hmm. Tell them, girl.
Let us know. But I'm gonna see how she get what she gives. I don't love her, but I like her so far. She seems interesting. I think she's a good addition to the show. I'll say that.
Well, we haven't seen her shadiness because we love people that see one thing we love about these housewives. We want you to throw the shade.
Right.
Just shade a girl. Not like what Giselle be trying, cause girl, she just girl. Why are you up in here messing with a professor and you still in pre-K with your reads? You
Girl,
can't do it.
why, why are you bringing a Barbie butter knife to a shotgun fight? What's happening? We'll get to that in a second, you guys.
You
Um,
know.
yeah, be like Mia. She's cool. I'll see how she get what she gives.
Mm.
Um, let's go ahead and talk about uh who's next? Who's next? Who would you rather talk about of the girls?
We can talk about Ashley.
Okay. Um, okay, so some people were saying that Ashley, don't be pregnant next season.
Oh yeah, we don't need that.
Because some people was talking about how Eva messy at one season and then she was pregnant the seasons after, so they couldn't go back and forth with her.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't be pregnant next season, Ashley. Please. We need messy Ashley. At Ashley. Ashley. Oops.
Cause I feel
I
like
meant
Eva
Ashley.
was a good housewife. I really liked her or whatever the case may be. I mean, she wasn't like my favorite. She was
I
in
don't I
my
don't
one
I
that I
don't
was
think
like,
I've ever heard anybody say that she was their favorite, to be
she
honest with
wasn't
you.
a favorite, but she was a good mix or whatever the case may be. She was good for the shade.
Who was it that said that her breast was social distancing? Who said that?
Portia.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
She's
Okay,
like,
you guys.
did they get that part where she was like a snake? She said, yeah. She said, girl, we not your damn friend. She was a mess. Girl, we ain't your friend. Girl, who told her that? We ain't your friend.
Yeah. But that happened. I guess yeah, don't be pregnant next season. We need messy Ashley. If you're not gonna be in the business being messy,
Mm-hmm.
getting this getting this close, my fingers are really, really close together, you guys. If you don't see it, you can't see it, but they're really, really close together. Um, being this close to getting popped in the mouth, I don't want to see it.
Yes, Ashley, we want you to be talking that hot gumbo shit.
And
Because we
getting
don't
this
need you
close to
fighting
getting
with
popped in the
Karen.
mouth.
We
Huh?
want you to fight with other people. We need your ass fighting with Dr. Wendy. I feel like I want her to go at another stab with her.
I would want to see her go against Dr. Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't feel like Candace and Ashley work because Ashley likes to do that white womany thing after a while where she's like, wow, Candace, I cannot believe you said that. And it's like, Ashley, go back and forth with her. That's the point. That's what we want. Don't give
Don't
us
talk
that.
about
We don't
me
care
at my
about that white
mama
woman stuff.
house. Girl, you better calm down in your mama house.
And I will. That was funny though. That whole scene, that whole moment was funny.
Ashley
And
came in
then
and acting like
Candace,
fools.
Candace, I invited her in
Ashley,
my
nah, she done
home.
told you to leave. Candace, let me handle
And then Candace, I invited her to my house. I gave her a beverage.
this. Don't talk about my mom, girl. Don't mess up your mom now. Ashley, Ashley, get out. Get out, Ashley. Ashley, I thought you would get put out of her house. Girl, I'm in your mama house.
That was a good moment though. That was funny.
Oh, Lord have
And
mercy.
then the fact
And
that
then
Candace
Michael,
wanted
oh, we need to sue something. She threw a butter knife at my wife.
Michael, shut up. That's
See, this is when white people need to stay out of black people's business. Now I understand, but this is black people business. Shut your ass up. It
Michael,
was a butter knife.
Michael, Michael. All the court cases you need against you, be quiet.
Oh
That was the one
Lord
thing I was
have
just that was the
mercy.
one thing I wasn't happy about seeing, Michael. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Potomac is back. And then Michael came in and I was like, oh,
We
he's
we
back.
definitely don't like his debut, but we know with Ashley it comes with him or whatever case may be. So like I said, we're looking for what Ashley gonna use.
I cannot wait to go ahead and just leave him
Girl,
penniless, Ashley. Leave him broke,
we want her
Ashley.
to match that tagline. Only thing that's messier than two boys is me. Girl, Lord Ashley, Lord have mercy. You can't trust a bitch named Ashley. You already know that. That's against the
I'm
rules
so
to trust
sorry.
a bitch
That
named
was, girl, when I tell you that was funny,
is
that
me.
was fun. The only thing messier than two boys
Um,
is me. Ashley, be quiet. Get out of here.
but then we had
But
okay,
Michael
so we
needs to
did
leave.
had what's her name?
Michael needs to
Robin's
leave.
tax line was what her I know I'm worth the wait, some shit like that. I know you've been waiting, but I'm worth the wait. No, you're not. You are not worth the wait. Why I don't feel like you worth the wait. I feel like someone brought up. They was like, well, maybe it's just to the point that her parents raised him. Basically, after his parents passed away or whatever, so it's that Robin gives him a comfort versus him really, like being madly in love with him or something like that. Someone brought that up. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
maybe
I
that
don't know
is
though.
it.
Get her out of here. And by her I mean Mike.
Girl.
Out of here.
Okay. And Mia, we love Mia
Never return.
tagline. She said, what Mia tagline was? Something about her getting you acquainted. I'll get you. Don't come. What she said? Something. What was her tagline?
I don't even know. I think I
She said,
had
but I
it,
will
but
help you get acquainted. Something about her helping you get acquainted. If you step out of line, I'll help you get acquainted. Something like
uh,
that. It was in that realm. The last part I'm saying is correct, but it's the first part I can't really recall. And okay, and Ashley was the two boys missing me. Mm-hmm. And this bitch just jumped off at me. That's it.
mhm. We didn't talk about
Okay.
the taglines actually. Let's talk about found it. I'm gonna find it. Hold on, let me get it. But back to Ashley. Go ahead and tell some is there anything more you want to add to Ashley?
That's it.
Ashley's tagline is fantastic though. That is a fantastic tagline.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to pop off, I'll be happy to get you adjusted. That's her
Mm-hmm.
tagline. Mia's.
Okay, go girl.
We'll see what she's giving. Um, talked about Mia. That's it about Ashley. She didn't really do much this episode. I miss Messy Ashley, but within reason. Let's say that within reason. Don't be original Messy Ashley where you was doing a little too much. Don't be that. But within reason, I miss her. Um, let's see. Let's go ahead and skip on mosey on over to your girl. Do we want to do Candace or do we want to do Wendy first?
Let me do Candace.
All right. We.
And her
Um,
tagline was what?
didn't she say something about I think hers was my blessings are many and my patience is none. Yeah, it's cute. It's manageable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wig. Um, I'm interested to see what she's gonna give this season. I feel like, to be honest with you, Candace is one of the people that she does give. When she needs to be on the scene, she does give what she needs to give. Do you love it? No. Are you always on her side? No. Does she give? Yes. So I'll give her that. I will give her that. She does give when she needs to give. But how did you feel? How do you feel about her in this season?
Hopefully we're done with the crying. I see that the sticky notes can be just left at door at their house that was sold. Definitely ready for her to get
Hmm.
this Monique situation off her chest because she's gonna have the conversation with Carrie. And of course it's gonna I'm so sorry you guys. It's gonna tap back into the Monique situation, so at the end
Yeah.
of the day. And pretty much so. I just hopefully get through with that. Definitely with Chris and seeing Chris and which like I said, I don't really care for them, but like I said, her house looks beautiful.
It does. One thing Candace will do, she decorates well, she dresses well.
She
Candace is
does.
always going to be one of those. She's going to always do that.
Yeah, and her confession looks look good as well too.
They do. They look cute.
Yeah, so we like
I
her.
do like
We
her
like her
taking care
look.
of her
I
cute
don't know,
her
Lord, huh?
I do like her taking care of her bonus children. How do you feel about that term? Her using that as a term?
I'm down with that. I mean, people do, different things what they call their kids and stuff like that. Well, step kids or whatever. So I think that's cute or whatever. I think it's hard to see her, parenting because she's such a big baby. Candace just look like a big baby. Like even beyond the
Hmm.
crying, it just feels like she's one of those people that like to be taken care of and spoiled or whatever case may be. And I feel like Chris looks like he puts a lot of attention into her. Versus, I don't even feel like she gives him the amount that he gives her back. I mean
I
that he
can agree
gives
with
her,
that.
and she, that she can get back. It just feels so because it feels like in their relationship, it feels like he's lucky to have her, and I feel like she makes
Yeah,
him work for it. I
I
really
can see
do.
that. I can see that. And I feel like there's no equality in a way in their relationship. But I do like that she's taking care of the kids. She was struggling with that math problem though.
Yeah, for a person that was getting their masters, but someone brought up. They say, a lot of times that shit go out your head.
You do.
You be like, girl,
You get it to
look.
a certain age and you're like, I don't have to use this. Just like when remember in school they used to tell us, yeah, this math is important. You're gonna need this one day. And it's like, no,
No,
I
you're not.
am not.
No, you're not. Unless you're doing some damn
Chemistry, science, something with
architect
math.
shit. Like you trying to build a house or some shit. That's all thing I think that should have come in handy. If you trying to build some shit that need to be built correctly, you might need some of the
Right.
motherfucking math problems, like a house or some shit. But other than that,
That is
your ass on it. You need to know how to add, subtract, and sometimes use the motherfucking timetables. That is it. That's all you
right.
need to.
It's like, girl, all I need to know how to do is add tax to something. Um, what is my gratuity? And what is the percent off? Add and subtract.
And
And
on top of
sometimes
that, if
multiply.
you need help, you got it on your phone. Shit, you ever knew the damn problem? You still went to the calculator. Girl, I don't know why I feel so slow today.
Oh yeah. Well, you're like, I know this, but no. Sometimes you do that because you're like, I want to make sure that I'm not wrong. Because I
you
do that where I'll be
know,
like, I will answer, but I'm gonna make sure because I don't want to be wrong, just in case.
you know. Oh Lord. So, I don't look bad at her for not knowing that because it goes in ways. You're like, girl, look, especially if you're not girl, that brain only work when you're at school.
Right?
Girl, you're
And
like, girl,
sometimes not
after
even
that,
that.
girl,
Sometimes not even that. Sometimes
hell.
even when you at school, you're like, girl, it is what it is.
All right, I'm about to work this shit. Okay, you ever just did some home test and you was like, girl, may the Lord be with me.
Exactly.
And don't let it be
Exactly.
the one that wants you to explain the answer on how you got it. Now, bitch, if it's multiple questions, that should be difficult too. But you like, at least, bitch, I got a chance. I got
Hmm.
a
But
chance
then
to
when
get
it's
it
just
right.
like, now how did you get that answer? And you're like, you tell me.
Okay. And especially when you put it together, it ain't even right how you got the damn answer. But it's the right form. I mean, the right way of how you probably got the answer, but it's still not the correct way of how you were supposed to get your answer. I'm like, how the fuck that makes sense? Girl, look, it's right, right? I'm like, no, it's not right. You gotta add, girl, look, I ain't doing all that. Just take the answer so I can move on. Cause I remember I
Exactly.
did that once. I had answered a question on the board, and I was guessing on that whole. And I was right. And he was like, how you get it? I said, why we gotta do all that? I was like, I'm surprised the shit is right. Not how I
Ooh,
got it.
sometimes. Ooh, or when you get it accidentally right, or no, sometimes you get it wrong. You're like, the way you got it is wrong, but the answer is right. And they're like, I don't even know how you got that.
You're like,
And you're like,
girl,
it
I
just
know.
happened.
I think we need to add a new formula now since I got something that you don't even know how I got. Now I'm teaching you.
Right.
When you do it, let's just say when you do it, and bitch, you got the right answer, but it's still the wrong formula. But then you try to go back and explain the shit how you got it, and bitch, now it's not adding up, and you get the wrong. You're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
girl,
Or even
wait.
you're confused, but you're just like, this don't make sense. I got this.
Just lost. Are you trying to help someone and you get them wrong? You like, look, bitch, you gotta help yourself because I gotta regroup. I don't even know how I got it. I was in the zone for a minute because math is one of those subjects. If you're not really a strong mathematician, is a struggle or whatever.
Yeah,
Because all those numbers start looking alike. Let's be very clear. And like I said, the setup and the build up, you have to build up to add this shit up and, make it do this, make it do that. Because math is just one of those tricky things. It just does things to you, whatever case may be. It's so many rules and shit you got to do. You the girl. Let's just do math. Let's just subtraction and addition timetables. Because
exactly.
this shit's too much for me. So that's that on that. So like I said, we want to see more from Candace.
Yeah.
So
I hope
let's
she
move on.
continues because, like I said, she does what she needs to do whenever she's on camera. Even if you don't love it, even if it's not great, sometimes you're like, girl, this is not it. She does
Yeah,
what
I
she
think
needs to
she's still
do.
good for the show. I
She's
think
fantastic for the show.
she's good for the show. I just don't want it to be too much of a situation where it's just very cliquish on these shows. Because sometimes these shows can be very cliquish. And
Like
you
how they
want
were
a
on the
thing
retreat.
of
Yeah.
You want a breath of fresh air, and I think like even with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, like when they brought Kenya and which come Portia on, because like I said, slowly it was changing people. So they had got Phaedra, and then eventually they got Kenya, and then they got Portia. Creighton. You know what I'm saying? Just different people,
Adding new
different
people and
personalities.
all that.
Yeah, and we don't want this thing to be all cliquish. So we hope Candace gets together on what side she want to be on, which is her own side. So
I think
let's
she's
move
gonna be
on.
on Giselle's. I think she's gonna be on Giselle's side. I think that's where,
Yeah, and I'm trying to find out how and
considering
why.
Giselle not really on your side.
Exactly. Talking about all the mountains you climbed. Girl, mountain girl, she went to the damn church. I don't know about the mountain.
Just
She
like
went
when
to the
Giselle
church.
was sitting here saying that colorism, Candace doesn't experience colorism. And then Robin was like, something's going on with Candace's brain. And I'm like, aren't y'all her friends?
Then I.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
can't tell people that. Anyways, you guys,
Let's get on Wendy.
um, I'm gonna be
Wendy
honest with you. I'm
tagline was
still, huh?
her tagline was
Oh, her tagline was, what
the
was it?
professor something.
This professor doesn't just grade on the curve; she sets the curve. It's, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's
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 nice.
a tagline. Okay, sure.
It's nice. I
I,
guess for
I'll
her story, it's the build up of her story. I guess of her getting her body done. That's what I guess that was supposed to mean. She sets the curve. I guess I don't know.
eh,
I don't really care for the girl, but I'm trying to give the girl something.
I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that.
Um.
Um, go ahead.
We really don't really care for this bitch. Well, I'm glad she did the silhouette challenge. It felt like she was doing something fun, or whatever the case may be. Definitely
Yeah,
to the
she
point
seemed like
of,
she was having fun.
yeah, definitely trying to warm herself up, or whatever the case may be, because it's like, girl, the way you going, it was like you was gonna be a boring housewife, or whatever the case may be. So it was good to see her
Right.
loosen up. And definitely get her body done, and her body looks great, by the way. Her wig's
Hmm.
looking better.
The fact that Robin read you and said, yeah, because she was flat in the bag. She was giving a pancake.
It was a
Girl,
pancake.
it was. That's the point. Robin said that.
And oh, girl, I'm telling you, she needed it.
Yeah.
It was needed. It was
Yeah,
needed.
she didn't really it makes the slither look less slithery.
Uh-huh.
Just a little bit. Just a smidge.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, maybe this is a new Wendy we getting, but no, this is still Wendy. Or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And
I
especially when go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I didn't like the point she was trying to come for Karen when she was like, we're trying to get on a better track. I'm sorry we didn't get there. Maybe it's just a different age group or whatever case it may be.
And it was just like Wendy, just she's trying. She's really trying actually. Karen was actually trying.
It's like, girl, this ain't got nothing to do with the age group, girl. I don't
Does it
like
have
when a
anything to
person
do with how you
a
were
person
last
don't like you,
season?
and it's like it gotta be age. It's gotta be age or they hate
Right.
on you. It's
Or
like, I just
the
don't
oh,
like
I
you.
hate that people do that. Like it's not always that. It's not either or. Sometimes it's just the person don't like you.
Yeah, we don't mesh well, or whatever the case may be. I'm quite sure Ashley and Candace, they're around the same age, and it's like, oh well, they just don't like each other. They just don't mesh well, so they don't have to do nothing with their age shit, and they're around the same age. So, like, girl, stop. And like, as a person, as a professor, you should know better, but whatever. And like, so that really just already disappointed me when she did that.
Right.
It's good to see her husband supporting her and taking her do the
Mm-hmm.
appointment and stuff like that. So I mean, he's going to be the one that's going to be getting great use of it too.
A
So he
wig.
should be
Yeah, he
there.
is.
You should be there, whatever the case may be. What else I gotta say about Miss Wendy?
I didn't like how she came at Mia. I
No,
want to say
that was
that.
not
Like, I
right.
like that she's trying to be new Wendy, but it's like the way you kind of came at Mia felt real unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you got your body done too, for getting their body done. It don't make sense. It's
Yeah,
not adding up. It's. I'm waiting on the logic to be there in that moment because it was just like, why are you? Oh, I mean, because you look like you got a lot going done. What?
and he's like,
What?
girl, so do you. You got
And
some.
if she
She said she got some tweaks done. Girl, what's the tweaks?
you didn't tell us. She never told us.
Just say what it is, or whatever the case may be. And yes, that ass gotta be one of them. We seen the bitches.
Come on now. Come on now. We've seen you first season. Also, she went through all that long song and dance to tell us why she was getting it. Just say I wanted to. You
I'm
could have
like,
just
girl,
said I
better if
wanted
you
to.
call me out here to debut your breasts. So let's be very
Hmm.
clear. Yeah, I did
Oh
that.
yeah.
So I'm like, what you're not gonna do is put me through a long ass speech. You could have said that speech while we was heading up this damn far, girl.
I'm just saying.
Jeez
All it took was
Louise.
that.
I can just imagine if she was to go to an event and she goes to an event out there in Potomac, and as far as she lives, I would be in a hotel. I wouldn't even be going home right away.
Mm-mm.
Unless I had a driver, and I wouldn't even really probably want to do that. I'm like, I want to go to bed.
I'm good, girl. No. Wig. No, girl. We're not. No. You sit here and brought me all the way out here, and you're like, I got some tweaks. What are they? Because I came out here. I need to know all the tweaks.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
yeah,
you
I
can
didn't like
get
how
a
she came
hand
at
of
me.
it before someone says something. I'm like, girl, I said everything I got. So whatever person is trying to call me out on, that's all naturally real. And whatever, so it's like, have that moment to just do that instead of just saying tweaks. It's like, girl, you trying to be private with something that you're debuting. I'm just so
Right.
confused. Okay, girl. So
Yeah.
we feel like when they gonna be on the same bullshit as usual. We
Yeah, and
definitely
I'm not.
can't wait for.
I like her new look, but I'm still not fully here for her because of last season, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this whole. Like I'm gonna be cheering, but I'm not gonna be cheering because it's like last season you saw Monique go through the same thing, and it's kind of like now you're doing the same thing. You're gonna be the next Monique in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, girl, sure, have at it. All right, you guys, that was Wendy, Dr. Wendy. Sorry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we already talked about Candace, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess we gotta
We
talk
talked about
about
everybody. Um, let's talk
Karen.
about, huh?
That'll be last. We got a lot of custom to do.
Okay. If you,
Karen was fabulous.
she looks great. Her tagline was the grand dame can never be duplicated, imitated, or intimidated. That's a good one. That's a strong one.
Absolutely.
It's not amazing, but it's great. To be honest with you, the best one is Ashley's. I think Ashley's is
Yeah.
the best one.
And it's that. Oh, it's very slick.
The
It's
worst,
one of those because you say it so quick and be like, girl, what she said?
the worst one has to be Robin's.
I'm worth the wait. No, you're not. No, a lot of
Mm.
bitches aren't. A lot of people aren't worth the wait. Like, girl, I'm not waiting all that time. I can move on. You know how life is short. I ain't got time to be waiting.
Right. Um, yeah, Karen looks great. Um, I liked her. She's always going to be. Let me tell you something. Karen, Giselle, Candace, Monique when she was on. Uh, woman Ashley always understand the assignment. When
Mm-hmm.
it's time for you to put on, they know. Giselle always knows the assignment. When it's time for her to wear something tacky, she puts it on.
Mm-hmm.
When it's time for her to get read by Karen, she goes ahead, powers through that reading.
She was at Candace's house looking like a silver bullet. Just a mess.
Remember when Candace said that house looks like a $900,000 teardown?
It did.
It
But it seems
did.
like she built on it because now she got a two-story. Talking about
Yeah,
Giselle's wing. Girl.
it still looked like a mess inside. Ooh, Giselle. We'll talk about that in a second. The house looks great, Karen. Her looks are great. Um, to say it about Karen because it's gonna be the same thing that I said last season. I love Karen,
Yeah. We're gonna see her drag Giselle and she need to be dragged.
and she did this episode. The
Exactly.
episode was like what the last 10 or less minutes.
Mm-hmm.
She just dragged Giselle like it was nothing. That was it.
Yeah. She's like, you don't want this. Move
She
along,
tried. She tried
girl.
to tell her, don't do it. She tried to tell her, tread lightly. She tried.
You hurt
Did
my
Giselle
family.
listen? No.
Giselle need to stop talking about how she hurt somebody, someone hurt her family when that's all she does on the show.
Name a season Giselle has not tried to tear a family down. Thank you.
She's talked
But
about Ashley. She even talked about fucking Robin and Juan at one point. You know,
hmm
whatever the case may be. She talked about Karen. She talked about Monique. She's talked about Katie. She's talked about a lot of things.
she talked about Candace at one point too.
Yes.
You the main one talking about everybody's relationship, and look at you. We said we were going to talk about Karen and then drag Giselle. Let's keep talking about Karen. Then we could drag Giselle. Um, yeah, I love Karen. Fantastic. Always understands the assignment. It's interesting if you like look at the first season Karen, the glow up from the wigs, the looks, immaculate. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we love Karen in this household. I'm just that's all I gotta say. We love Karen in this household. She's fan favorite, and that's how she's gonna be.
She is.
Queen Bee
All right, let's
of
get on to
Potomac
this
Beach. Yeah.
scallywag.
All right, we're dragging Giselle, you guys. If you're a Giselle stan, you might want to turn it off right now.
Giselle's tagline was. What was it?
Huh?
What was Giselle's tagline?
The secret to this pretty face is staying in the shade. Yeah, it's second worst. Boot.
She
It's
was
a sparkly
trying.
boot. It's a
She wasn't
sparkly
trying to
boot,
call her.
Giselle.
She should know better. She should know better.
It's a sparkly boot, Giselle.
She should have known better.
She
Giselle was
shouldn't have
sitting
done
up
it
there
at all.
talking about her situation with Michael that she was trying to, not Michael, Jamal. Sorry, wrong
Who?
man. Giselle was talking about Jamal and how she want her man close when she went to Candace's house or whatever the case may be. And basically, she wants a man that's closer.
Mm. Michael, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Valid question.
Yeah.
Do you feel like COVID was a valid reason, or do you feel
No.
like he's just using COVID? Okay, I'm
It's
glad you know.
using COVID.
Because it's like Giselle, if you wanted a man that was closer, COVID wouldn't have been what stopped you from being with a man that was closer.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thing. I'm just maybe that's just me.
No, I definitely agree. Before, like I said, this girl, I get, like I said, she just know that it's just unraveling. That book did a lot of damage to her
It
last year.
did. And she wants to pretend like it didn't. It did.
Yeah, it dragged you, girl. You was dragged.
And the reason why she goes so hard after Karen now is because of that 1-2 punch with the it's
Mhm.
Jamal coming, and that was a meme, and everybody shared that girl. That was everywhere.
Of course not. Of course not. That look away is everything. Of course not. Girl, bye. But that's just her accent is just so. Is Jamal coming? No, he's not. Of course not.
And it was just like what made it funny is just how it did sound kind of genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had to let you know, oh, thought so.
Mm-hmm. She's like, you turned to a mean girl. You taught me well, Giselle. Girl, no. It's too much of that. It is too much of that. Because if you guys know, if you watch The Housewives, you will know that the star of the show is gonna always sit by Andy more than the
Yes. That's
Andy.
something
And
I
I think
learned
the point
recently
is,
because Potomac is like my first actual Housewives series I've seen in full, like from beginning to now. So I recently learned that. So yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
they always sit next to Andy, and plus on top, yeah. So it's like, yeah, anyone they're gonna always sit next to Andy. That is the top housewife, you know.
And that's
Whoever
why
gets
Nene
it,
was always sitting next to him.
yeah, always. Never once she wasn't sitting next to him. Besides the last one that she was on because they was on, social
Zoom. It
distancing.
was
Yeah.
zooming.
But other than that, they always next to and it was I think the point they said the one before the last one is the reason why Karen wasn't sitting next to Andy because Ashley did had a lot of shit going on that season with Michael. And it was like that's the only reason why Karen didn't get that spot. But it was like Karen got her spot back. Because let's be very
Everything.
clear, Karen and Giselle is the face of the show.
Yeah. Giselle's the face because a lot of the white Bravo people love Giselle. The
Mm-hmm.
white fans love her. The Bravo execs and all that love her. And she's the reason why we have Potomac.